What's up, everybody, and welcome to the WWE Draft Review Night 1, Friday Night Smackdown. Let's get into it with the draft. Well, first off, we kick off with a contract signing for the WWE title at Backlash when it's going to be Cody Rhodes versus AJ Styles. As they prepared the draft and talked about the draft rooms and all that, we did at least kick it off in the back with Paul Heyman, who basically said that Roman Reigns is withdrawn from eligibility from the draft and will not be returning in the immediate future. So he didn't want to hog tie the draft. So hey, SmackDown can do whatever they want about that. I believe Roman will probably stay on SmackDown, which is making more obvious later on to prove he will still be on SmackDown later in the night. Basically, whenever Roman Reigns will come back, he will be back on SmackDown, basically. But the contract signing happened with AJ and Cody, which basically AJ talked about those two Georgia boys and whatnot. We're mixing it for the biggest prize in this company, and talked about, yeah, AJ lost at WrestleMania, but now I beat him. I got my composure. I got a shot. And talked about Dusty Rhodes then and what he learned from him, which it could be like every Cody feud has somebody to do with some type of history with Dusty Rhodes. Then again, AJ Styles fought Dusty Rhodes in TNA, but AJ said, "I respect you, Cody, but you have a worth that weight you have that you cannot carry that weight, and I'm going to carry that title at Backlash." Um, Cody went on to sign the contract, say he respects AJ Styles, but you said I'm not going to carry the weight of the title, and that is it's not just some dream match at Backlash. This is a must win. And I finished my story at WrestleMania. Even Cody said that. AJ said that's great, but your reign's going to end at Backlash now. They shook hands, and as they left, Cody left too with the title. Triple H's music played. Then basically, him and Triple H were talked about the first round pick of the draft, which the first round picks were Bianca Belair to SmackDown, Raw Jey Uso. Now leaving NXT, Carmelo Hayes will be going to SmackDown, and Raw Seth Rollins. Which, one thing I'll say about this draft throughout the whole night, nobody didn't really move here. Maybe a couple people did, but some not as significant. But honestly, a lot of people stayed on the same show, and I feel like this is going to happen once Raw happens, because that's a 3-hour show. Will it be more changes? I may believe that, but right now, nobody didn't really change throughout the entire night, and we'll get to that in a second. Carmelo Hayes came out then, he got whooped that trick chance since he's now SmackDown's newest signee. He says, when you come for the king, you best not miss, and he told Cody, when he shoots, I don't miss. So Cody says, you want a match tonight? All right, let's do it. But that should be really good later on. Legado del Fantasma winning against LWO. Basically, Garza and Humberto versus Rey Mysterio and Dragon Lee. Rey Mysterio and Dragon Lee won, but right after that, Santos Escobar said, I did not attack Dragon Lee. We have video footage thanks to Electra Lopez, which was Carlito taking out Dragon Lee. Carlito ended up attacking Dragon Lee and Rey Mysterio before running off. Rey Mysterio should really stop trusting people in WWE, or just wrestling in general. Like, every time Rey trusts somebody as a partner or in a group, they always betray Rey Mysterio for some odd, reason. So, Carlito will be a heel now, but, yeah, Rey just can't trust anybody. Braun Breaker destroyed Cedric Alexander in 10 seconds. Spear, boom, there you go. Which that's been all his wins lately. Tiffany Stratton was in the back talking about Tiffy time, and that Nick Aldis made a match with her and Naomi later on to the night. Right after that, Michelle McCool and Tori Wilson came out to talk about the next draft picks. You know, I'll say this about Tori Wilson, and I noticed this, and I'm sure everybody else did, but her face looks very different. I guess she had some work done, but I even had to sit there, Tori Wilson didn't even look like this a few years ago, but her face is really changed right now, and not in a good way. Michelle McCool still looks the same, but I think, yeah, Tori got some work done, but it just doesn't really look that good. I just kind of want to put that out there. They both look great. Great. Tori Wilson's like a fitness model or something, yoga, and does all that. But yeah, her face just looked really different. Um, Also, the second round picks Randy Orton stays on SmackDown. Braun Breaker goes to Raw, even though he's been on SmackDown for. They made a big deal for SmackDown's biggest signee, but I can't say I'm too surprised about Breaker going to Raw because I feel like they have big plans for him, anyways, on Monday Night Raw. And come on, they've been having him do all these squash matches like he's Goldberg out there with the spear. So there you go. SmackDown gets Nia Jax, even though they tried to make it like it was a big deal. I'll say this: Nia Jax, she has improved, and they made her into a pretty big monster and all of that. But we'll see what happens since she's moved to SmackDown. And Raw still has Liv Morgan. Right after that, Paul Heyman, I guess, talked about the bloodline of how they'll be drafted. Next thing you know, he was talking to Tama Tonga and Solo. Kevin Owens started fighting, and security and them had broke it up then. Caleb Braxton had basically was interviewing Bianca Belair of her Jay's a team going after Kabuki Warriors for the tag titles. Kabuki Warriors came out and argued with them. Jay came out and argued. Then next thing you know, Kevin Owens and Solo and Tama start brawling with each other in the ring. Randy Orton ended up coming for the save then as they broke everybody apart. So obviously that's going to be a match at Backlash, so get ready for that. The Dudley Boys came out for a draft pick, Bubba Ray and Devon. They got to have everybody keep coming from 2 rooms all the time. And in the round 3 picks, Big ECW and Chan and all that. But SmackDown still keeps LA Knight. Raw still keeps Ricochet. SmackDown still keeps the Bloodline, which basically tells me that Roman will still be on SmackDown. And Raw still keeps Sheamus. Yeah, nobody moved. Like I said, it wasn't really a lot of moves here, okay? Like, people still on the same show, so who really moved? Naomi went against Tiffany Stratton. Tiffany Stratton, which I know later in the night, say it's going to be a triple threat match now for the women's title with Bayley involved. Kind of already knew that after last week, but this match ended in no contest. A wild Nia Jax appeared and attacked everybody, and then even right after that, Tiffany basically ended up doing like a moonsault on both of them then. So like I said, it's a triple threat match that's going to happen, but yeah, a wild Nia Jax appeared. The Street Profits and Beef Fab were in the back. It's going for the tag team titles next week. Waller and Theory tried to come and gloat. Lashley showed up and cleared them out of there then as the next picks were about to come out, which was JBL and Teddy Long, 2 SmackDown legends. Holla, 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 player. You will go one-on-one with The Undertaker. Player tag team match. Player JBL, a wrestling god. Or we fight on Friday nights, Maggle. But they were here to select the next picks. SmackDown keeps AJ Styles. Raw still has all the Alpha Academy. SmackDown got Andrade, which I don't really have a lot to say about it because I don't think Andrade's been all that ever since he came back. It's kind of still whatever to me still right now. Maybe he'll help Rey Mysterio on SmackDown. I don't know. Or maybe because Charlotte may be sticking on SmackDown. So I don't know. And Raw gets Kiana James. I've watched Kiana James in NXT. Kiana James is good. So that's a good pick. Honestly, Raw needs women right now. They really need some big women picks because when you look at the Raw women's division right now, it is not there. The only people you really got is Becky. Well, Nia Jax moved to SmackDown now. And Liv Morgan, however you want to take that to an extent. With Ripley being hurt right now, yeah, Raw doesn't have a lot of big picks in the women. Like, come on, you look at the division over there right now, especially by these tag team matches, and ain't a lot there for Raw. So hopefully Kiana James makes a pretty good difference over there. I do want to see what will happen. Yeah, that was a pretty good pick. Cross beat up some people in the back. I don't care. Nick Aldis was making matches for SmackDown. Like I said, the triple threat match. And Teddy Long making the tag team match with the Bloodline and the Bloodline versus Kevin Owens and Randy Orton. And in the main event, we did get Cody Rhodes and Carmelo Hayes. Good match. Definitely enjoyed it. Cody showed respect to Melo after that, and they shook hands. And, well, not shook hands, but, he showed them respect. AJ came out there and then had a stare down with Cody. And that was kind of it. So, it's not much to say about this draft thing from night 1. It really isn't. And, I could go into the whole Tony Khan thing right now, but that's a separate video for his stupidity, especially in the past few days, especially yesterday. But, yeah, the draft, though, I don't have a lot to say about it. And, I did look at the other supplemental picks. I guess after SmackDown, which once again a lot of people didn't move, but what the OC and them stay on SmackDown, Baszler and Stark stay on Raw, Cedric Alexander and Ashanti the Adonis stay on SmackDown. I swear to God, I didn't even know Ashanti Adonis was still there. Corbin got moved to SmackDown. I kind of wish they would have kept him and Braun as a team. I was enjoying that. And Ivar's still on Raw. And Alba and Isla got moved to Raw. Hopefully they do something with them because they didn't really do anything. We barely even saw them on SmackDown in general. We never really did. So the draft wasn't really much to say, honestly. Nobody didn't really get moved. The other thing I'm kind of really interested in is the NXT picks. We'll probably find out more on Monday. I do believe Ilya Dragunov is going to go to Monday Night Raw. I don't know who else may get picked up from NXT, but we'll see what happens. I'm trying to see what other woman they could send over there to Raw or SmackDown. I would have said Roxanne there, but she is the champion and trying to get over the whole heel persona thing. I think I said that in the NXT review the other day. So we'll see what happens. That's all I can really say about that. We will see what happens in the draft picks for Raw on Monday, but it's not really a lot to say off of here tonight. But hey, it was good to see a few legends here and there, and some noticeable picks, but not really a lot. That's all I can really say. But yeah, we have Backlash coming up. I think it's next week. So yeah, we'll see what happens from there. Other than that, I'm out of here. Comment, subscribe, follow me on Twitter at HoodNight890. Like the video, hit that notification bell, and yeah, we out of here. See y'all then. Peace.